So I'm making 3 videos today, but one would be sports related. But the first one, this first bill will relate to the gaming industry. Some more bad news for Sony right now. The second bill will focus on the data terrorist bill if I can find any data terrorist like I did back in January. But either way, this first bill will talk about Sony. So anyway, let's get to it. And anybody's in the gaming industry. So anyway, let's get to it. Sony's getting sued for $2 billion, y'all. I'll do all the time, you know. I was watching Xbox International Podcast, and he was just showing an articles there all day. Sony's in more deep shit now than it was before. Because they're getting sued for charging too much for their digital games and some of their physical games. You know, trust me, I've been getting with the game industry for this long. If it's Sony to get sued for $2 billion, there's something wrong. There's something wrong. You know it and I know it. Because it's not looking good on Sony's end, bro. Getting sued for $2 billion. If that lawsuit goes through, Sony's in the negative there. I get the PS5 Business Edition. Sony's in the negative. Well, so this is not fair. It says what it is, bro, because Sony was charging too much for the digital games. They was, bub. And because of that, they might be in the negative. Because of that actual lawsuit. If that lawsuit goes through, that's it for Sony, bro. You know it and I know it. It's not looking good on Sony's end, bro. It's not looking good on Sony's end. Sorry for being distracted, but either way, it's not looking good on Sony. Hey, brother, J8QP, the super chat, what's up, what's up? Either way, Sony's in trouble, Bob. They're in more trouble than they are now. Because when I asked my international podcast, just explained the article why Sony's getting sued for that $2 billion. Sony has a true dark path they're going to have to overcome it, and it's not going to be easy, bub. They don't have the money to even get through this lawsuit. Okay. Either way, Sony's in deep trouble, bub. So you keep saying that all you want. This is not 2012 no more, bub. You sure should have gave Sony the smoke then. Because you didn't give it to them 4 years ago, when Sony actually messed up then. And as of now, 4 years later, they still, regardless of the 92 million console sales or not, Sony's a lawsuit that they're not going to be able to get themselves out of. It is a true dark path as that lawsuit, but a $2 billion lawsuit, but it is not looking good. You know what I'm saying? This is not fair. It's what it is, bro, because Sony deserves all the smoke. You can't even bash Microsoft, because Microsoft hasn't got no lawsuits. And if they get lawsuits, they would have won those, because they have the money to countersue. If they were sued for anything, even if it was beyond petty or not. Hey, Harmon with the super chat, what's up? Either way. Sony's in deep shit, bro. You want to get that PS5 Business Edition and all Microsoft for cloud, pun intended. Sony's in deep shit because of that lawsuit. And now they put themselves in this mess. They're not going to be able to get themselves out of it anytime soon. You know it and I know it. You know, so I'm not liking this right now. It's what it is, bro, because Sony deserves all the smoke. And WEC for Microsoft is today, WitchCon is today. And they might show off their 10th generation console, like I said. Sony's in deep shit. I know they was going to say they pulled off the PC ports for controversy. And I said, well, if they already pulled off all them PC ports, which I highly doubt they did, because it's still there on Steam. Like I said, so much for Steam getting sued. They were getting sued. Actually, they had two lawsuits, but they was able to overcome it, and that both of them got dismissed because whoever who was suing Steam, it really just wrong on their end. By the person that's suing those two that sued Steam for both of those lawsuits, pun intended. So let's say you gotta get someone to smoke, bro, because this is ridiculous what they're going through right now. It's not gonna go in the end, but you know it and I know it. Because if the lawsuit goes through, which could happen, like I said, it's always in deep trouble. And they're gonna be in the negative. I don't see nobody getting that PS5 now. I'm not saying me. I'm still getting it, but it's blue light of death. This became a reality now because now they're dealing with another lawsuit and they're not gonna be able to get themselves out of it. Like I said, this is not gonna go on Sony's end, bub. You know it and I know it. Either way, like I said, Sony deserves all the smoke. Either way, Sony's in deep trouble, Bob. Hey, Sky got two with the super chat. What's up? What's up? Either way, anyways, 3 bills are coming today, guys. I'm in a good mood right now, but I had to find out that news. That news for Sony. Sony's in deep trouble, Bob. You know it and I know it. So it's not looking good on Sony's end, but it's not looking good. Hey, so 932 super chat. What's up? What's up? Like I said, it's not looking good, Bob. Like I told you, hashtag no question. Even if I get PS5 edition, we're gonna comment this because Sony still has nothing. Either way, even when I get the PS5 edition, I run with Microsoft for cloud. Either way, that ninth generation come now that the 8th generation is done. Now they forced me to get the 9th generation, but it's still peaked out either way. To that $2 billion lawsuit is on their hands right now, and it's not looking good on their end right now. As I told you before, they didn't wait too many lawsuits. They shut down Bluepoint, which was a big loss. They had a chance to remaster Soul Calibur 4 and remake Soul Calibur 5 from the ground up, and remaster Soul Calibur 4 from remaster Soul Calibur years later and remaster 5. Just with modern graphics, reboot it from the ground up. But no, Sony finds a way to mess up every time. Bluepoint is gone. Hopefully Marathon pans out. But they said the numbers on Steam and on the console for that plays Marathon. They said the numbers are low for that console, but me and Diamante's console pretty much. So Marathon might flop. It's dead on arrival. Now it's already out as of now. It's dead on arrival either way. Thanks, Coach, with the 2932 with the subscription. Sub. Appreciate it. Either way, anyways. Sony's in deep trouble, bro. Because if they don't get that lawsuit, they are beyond cooked.
As we're about to enter it.
Because, like I said, Sony has already ruined themselves. Like I said, guys, Sony is in deep trouble. Because they don't get this lawsuit done. Like I said, if they can't overcome this lawsuit, they're in deep trouble. They're going to lose all their money, remaining money for Sony, and they're going to be broke as a joke. Just checking something, guys. Give me a second here. Just rolling some data channels here while I'm talking to everybody in the gaming industry here. But either way, Sony still has nothing. You when I get that PS5 edition, Sony still has nothing. Either way. Stay tuned for the second video, because that's a data checklist video. I'm about to show you some more game industry stuff, and then the third video will be sports related. Then I might make 3 more videos later on, so I'll be a total of 6 videos I made. Trying to get back in the round of making these videos on Sabotage 1 as well. So make sure you follow me on Sabotage 1, the channel that I actually revived pretty much after updating the channel pretty much. I updated the YouTube name and what you call Sabotage 1. So make sure you follow me as well on make sure you follow me on make sure you follow me on Sabotage 1. Or sub to me on Sabotage 1, because most likely Bill's going to continue on that too, pun intended. Just finding some data tables content to show you in the second video so that way I can pull it up. Either way, but Sony still has nothing but Sony's in deep trouble there all day. That $2 billion also is going to really wreck Sony. It's going to wreck them. It's going to wreck them. Well, so you know that. Trust me when I tell you. They can't get the money to get themselves out of that hole for that universal sue on from the fans, because the fans, the hardcore fans, not me per se, you know, I am a hardcore fan, but either way, they're suing Sony for charging too much for the digital games, especially the ones that are easy playing. They charge too much, Bob. Especially the ones I want to play Counter-Strike and Nations are good, and now that Sony is dealing with that lawsuit, they're not going to be able to get themselves out of it. Either way. Like I said, Sony is in deep trouble.
We're doing Mad Jones. You're gonna write down.
Sony's in deep trouble, Bob. Like I said,
We're doing Mad
they're
Jones.
about to get sued. Very soon. Which they already got sued as of now. So like I said, give Sony the smoke. Because well deserved smoke. They're not doing good, Bub. You know it and I know it. Either way. Sony's not doing good, Bub. Because of this lawsuit, that $2 billion lawsuit is going to really ruin them. It's going to really ruin them. And I'll explain to you why later on today in the next video, but I want to show you my data tables videos. In the second video, then my third video will be sports related. Wild off season for the race. So that stay tuned with that third video after the second video, the data tables video. But either way, now it's probably 3 more videos later on to talk about the game industry still and the sports still. Either way, and the data tables stuff. Either way. But Sony's in deep trouble because if this lawsuit goes through, Sony is cuffed. They really lost the remaining of their money. That's not going to look good on their end. You know it and I know it. So, like I said, man, Sony's in deep shit. Either way. Just wanted to get this video out today as well. So stay tuned for my second video on KBH Podcast and my third video, sports related. 3 more videos are coming later, so that's going to be 6 videos I just made. And I'm less than 2 away from 700 videos made. When I make these 6 videos, I'll be over the 700 mark. I'll be at 704 videos made. So I'll be closing in on 1,000 videos made. But either way, Sony's in deep trouble, bro, because this lawsuit, really thinking what I think it is based on me doing the research on that, that's not looking good for Sony, bro. It is not looking good, Diamante. They're going to lose the remaining of their money because of this lawsuit, and then it's going to put them in the negative, which is not good at all. Either way. So, you know, Sony's in a severe pickle right now, bro. All their studios shut down. Blue Point is gone. Marathon's in shambles right now still. You know, they're barely even selling right now. It's not looking good either way.
With modern.
Just pulling up the data content pretty much for my second video. It's going to be a longer video for that, so stay tuned for that second video. Either way, stay tuned. And like I said, Sony's in deep trouble, bub. You know it and I know it. Keep the video at 20 minutes, obviously. This is a 20-minute, a little bit over 20-minute rant in the game industry because Sony's in deep trouble after this, but they're in trouble. Big time, big time. Now, this $2 billion lawsuit became around it based on my source Enterprise Internet podcast just posted it. Either way, it's never gonna go on there. It's never gonna go on there, but either way. So, yeah. Sony's in deep trouble. So stay tuned for my 6 videos, but it's going to be all my second video. It's going to be a little bit over 40 minutes, maybe even 30 minutes, because all the data tier videos that I see are over 15 minutes a piece. So that's probably about a 40 or 50 minute video for the second one. Now my 40 or 50 minute videos are getting more clicks now. Either way, in my third video, that's going to be sports. That's going to probably a 30 or 40 minute rant, depending on what I have with the ratings right now. But it's probably a good rant either way, and a wild rant either way. Either way, Sony's in deep trouble, bub. They don't have no games, other than the easy partner ones, like I said, and money-headed third parties, and the typical second party of the sport games and Borderlands and everything else. Either way, Sony's in deep trouble. You know it, and I know it. Either way. Like I said, Sony's in deep trouble. You know it, and I know it. Either way, Sony's in deep trouble. Because, like I said before, I told you I want to give Sony the smoke. Because well-deserved. It's definitely well-deserved. Like I said before, and I say again, give Sony the smoke. I'm saying this in the nicest way possible. Give Sony the smoke, please. Thanks, thank you. Sony deserves all the smoke. That is what they did to ruin themselves in the industry here. Either way.
Depop has no selling fees.
It's not good on Sony's end, Bob. Either way. Sony is really messed up, Bob. You know it and I know it.
As we're about to enter.
So stay tuned for the data tier list video that's coming up shortly after I finish making this video. But either way.
In the 90s.
But this data tier list is gonna be about this data tier list video when I make that second, it's gonna be about 50 minutes, maybe even an hour, because all the data tier list videos that I see from the two data tier lists of the several data tier list channels that I follow pretty much. Couldn't tell I just followed just now. All the bills over 15 minutes, so I had split it, do timestamps, sort of, if I figure out how to do that. But either way, it's gonna be a 50-minute video for the data tier list. Ways to the gaming industry and other industries that I know about, false phones, and so stay tuned for that bill. The second bill is coming up after this. And then the third bill, sports content is coming in. There's gonna be 3 more bills later on today. So I'll be at 704 total videos. Either way. So either way. Sony's in deep trouble, but they can't get themselves out of this hole. You just can't, Bob. Either way, I'm pulling up the data tier list content for all industries, counting the acting industry and phone industry. So stay tuned for that. So this bill's gonna be probably 50 minutes to an hour. Cause all the bills data tier list, but some of them are shorts hours, so it's gonna take about an hour. But either way. Let's see here. It's pulling it up. But either way, it's not looking good on Sony's end, Bob. Either way. You need to get Sony to smoke, They're in deep trouble after this lawsuit because it's $2 billion that became a reality now. Now Steam's one is unique, but some dumbass, pardon my language, Lord, but I'm cussing. Anyway, what else is new with that? Try to sue Steam for some dumb shit. And they're going to dismiss both of them lawsuits either way. Steam has the money. Just to countersue. Either way. So, okay, guys, I end the video right there. Just wanted to go on this mini round, but stay tuned for my data tier list, bro. That's coming up shortly. Second video is coming up shortly. But either way, you know where to find me on YouTube. These Frontiers 2, Sabotage 1, KBH Podcast, S versus Madness versus PS6 Matrix, and the YouTube account. Let me pull it up. A unique hutch, yeah. Almost forgot. And then you know to find me on my PSNs. I told you that in the video that made a few days. So you know to find me on my PSNs. Yes, you'll know it's me. It's with 5 unique gamer tags. I changed one of them. I had to change my other console ones, PSN one soon. But I'll give it to you anyways. That's with Glory 2, Furry Kingdom, Masagaya Ishii 4, Super Duo 4. The previous thing was channel YouTube, but I changed it as of last 2 weeks ago. Super Duo 4, Masagaya Ishii 4, but I'll be changing that gamer tag soon for PSN soon. Kind of the PS5 Distance Edition continues, but I'll be changing that gamer tag soon when I get to it. But either way, and Super 1064, that's on part of my PSN. I just gave you all 5 my YouTubes, all 5 my Spotify, so Face Hubs 12, Cyberpunk 11, that's Madness all digital versus PS6, Matrix all digital, and Retro Hutch, Arcade Hutch, and Face Hutch 12, and Raiders Power 2. All 5 my Spotify's. Notify me on Cloud on Microsoft, and on FF 4059 Retro Free. You'll know it's me. Either way, on Cloud, pun intended. You'll know it's me on PS5 disposition. You'll know it's me as far as my friend, because I'm approaching my friends when we don't 3 of my 5 active PSNs anyway. I have more friends than the other 2, but either way. Okay, guys, anybody right there. You know where to find me on all 5 my YouTubes. You know where to find me. Oh, yeah, give me my Instagram. I almost forgot to give you that. WB Legend 2, Hutch Konami, shout out to my merch meta, which come on Facebook and Instagram. But either way, know to find me on Facebook. Like, that's my whole name is spell bearers. You know where to find me in the groups, because I got over 8,000 groups following, counting the sport ones included. And I have over 3,400 friends, but half of my new go back to my school days. The rest of my are just acquaintance from people that I make friends with at work when I was at Amazon. But you know to find me on YouTube, unintended. And Facebook, I just gave you it's my whole NH spell back, so you'll see the Heaven and Hell AI picture on. That's from Dreams Time, the actual app I got the actual Heaven and Hell pictures, AI pictures from. Also got I installed another thing on Chrome. I'm gonna get more Cyberpunk podcast pictures. So probably if you see any more podcasts, you'll know it's me. Follows the videos pretty much. I got a lot of podcast pictures, so shouldn't be the issue now. Adding me adding some more, and then see what else I had to give. Oh yeah, give me my TikTok. Both my TikToks. TikTok Hutch 1 on TikTok Lite, the light version of it, and then the regular TikTok, the OG one, is Lumen Queen 3. Okay, guys, end the video right there. But you got all my links, social media, link to everything else with Spotify, YouTube, PSN, on PS5, Distance Edition, and on Microsoft for Cloud, pun intended. Yeah. Just stay tuned for that day too. It's coming up in a few seconds. Yeah, deuces.